Hello everyone, happy Thursday. Welcome to our Thursday night Facebook Live with Miss Karma. Say hello. No, I don't like kisses. Oh, what? I'm dog sitting this week with two puppies and they want to play because it's Facebook Live time and that's when they love to play. Are you gonna come say hi, Chris? Come here. All right, so I hope you guys are doing awesome. Come here, come here, come here. If you're just joining us, we are dog sitting. Welcome to the world of dog sitting, two poodles and it's playtime. So I'm hanging out on the floor with them tonight. Tonight, we are diving into all things constipation. And a lot of you guys slipped into my inbox and was like, yep, I desperately need this. And I gotta tell you, I've spoken to so many people this week who took advantage of the free Love Your Guts call from last week's Facebook Live. If you didn't check out last week's, go watch it. It's a must watch. And so I've been talking to so many people this week who have not pooped in days and they are in so much pain. And so this Facebook Live is definitely going to help you. If you aren't going 2 times a day, you've got a problem. But also, constipation doesn't just look like the frequency of your poop. It also has a lot to do with how easily you're pooping. So if you are straining or have any sort of pain, this is Crystal. Hello, Crystal. Come say hi. Do you want your Wubba? This is Wubba, and it's playtime. Okay, if you have any amount of pain, any amount of strain, even if you're going 2 times a day, then you are erring on the side of constipation and we've got to get things moving. Now, here's the other piece that's probably going to shock some of you. You can have diarrhea and be in a constipated state. All right, so I've talked to many people this week as well who are suffering with this whole fluctuating diarrhea and constipation situation. That's what I had when I was suffering with IBS. I always say like best of both worlds, but not really, right? So, you might be experiencing constipation for a couple of days and then all of a sudden it is like poop your pants almost, but not really. Hi. You switch into diarrhea and a lot of people feel the inconvenience of the diarrhea and they feel how it's affecting their quality of life. And so they just see, what? You want to play? They just see how the diarrhea is affecting their quality of life. So they think, oh, I've got diarrhea. But what they're not taking a look at is the fact that there's a day or so. Come here. You can't bark. I'm talking. Rude. Come here. You come sit. They're not taking into account the fact that they are switching into constipation, and it's actually not that they have a diarrhea state. The problem is actually that they're constipated, and what the body is doing is flipping into diarrhea temporarily to relieve and balance itself. It's trying to find balance. And so that's what the diarrhea is really about, is that you're backlogged. And so that's why I have many clients that are in diarrhea state for many days in a row, but when they go and get a scan done, Crystal, come here. Come here. When they go and get a scan done, they are backlogged and the doctor's telling them they are full of shit. And they're like, how is that possible? I poop 8 times a day. That's why. When you're in a diarrhea state, you're actually not effectively eliminating your stools. It's kind of just flushing through the center. So if you have diarrhea, I don't want you to rule yourself out of this talk tonight. And know that next week we're spending a whole half hour on diarrhea, so you're not going to be left out. But the biggest thing is that you can be experiencing diarrhea and still be in a constipated state. So let's get going. What? She's staring at me like, are you going to throw my toy? Alrighty. So let's talk about constipation. There's a couple of things that you need to know that aren't really going to help you, and that is laxatives. I know that they're giving you relief, but know that they're dependency forming. And I've worked with many clients before that we have to not only fix the fact that they're constipated, but we also have to repair the damage from being on laxatives for so many years. You should not be taking laxatives any longer than 5 days. 5 days. And listen, some of you guys might be cringing at home right now because you haven't been pooping for years. And so you've been relying on laxatives for years. And that's a problem. So what I'm going to tell you is don't come off cold turkey. You really need to reach out to a practitioner who can help walk you through what to do instead of the laxatives. Okay, so laxatives are the last thing I'm going to tell you to use, and guys, that includes Senokot or Senna. So Senokot is a brand, but I'm actually at my in-laws this week, and I'm dog sitting, as you all know, and I was watching some commercials, which I never do. I don't have TV at home. So I'm watching some TV and it's like endless commercial. I'm watching more commercials than I am TV here. Let's just put it that way. So I'm watching the commercials and this commercial comes up for Senokot. And it's like all your constipation worries be gone. You know, your perfect poop dreams come true with Senokot. It's natural. It is natural in that they're making a product from senna, which is a plant, and it is a laxative. And you can go to a health food store and you can buy yourself some senna, but senna is just like other laxatives. It's dependency forming if you take it too long. So I don't even recommend that for my clients, even though it's natural. Alrighty, so laxatives be gone. Let's talk about some of the solutions that you want to be jumping onto to make sure that we're kind of getting to the root of this constipation. I'll tell you right now, it's going to be impossible to talk about all of the causative factors that are contributing to your constipation, but what we are going to talk about are a couple of those tonight. So what I want you to focus on first is I want you to think of constipation and your healing like a pie chart. Going back to like, I don't know, what grade is this? Grade 5 math? Maybe high school math? Math was not my thing at all. But pie charts. Okay, we're going to keep it simple. If you think about healing your constipation, I want you to think about this pie. And let's say that 10% of it may be caused from stress. 50% of it may be caused from diet. 2% of it could be caused from hormones. 4% could be caused from bacteria. You see where I'm going with this, right? There are many causative factors when it comes to constipation. Many causative factors. As we talked about, your diet, your bacteria, good and bad, specific enzymes that might be depleted, vitamins and minerals that might be depleted, dehydration, did I mention bacteria, diet, there's stress, there's so many contributing factors here. So that's why it's important that we get you on a complete gut repair system so that we make sure we're not just giving you temporary relief from your constipation, but we're saying bye-bye for good. Listen, if you are ready to get rid of your constipation for good, let me know in the comments with a big yes. Y-E-S exclamation mark. Let me know if you want to get rid of it for good, then you need a complete gut repair system. So let me, phone call just came through. Let me know with a big yes in the comments below. So let's get started with the things that you need to start with to get things moving. Your doctor may have told you to just add more fiber. And you probably tried that and felt like you were 9 months pregnant because you were so bloated. And that's because fiber is not the thing that you want to start with. We do need to get your colon empty. And because I don't recommend laxatives, you might be thinking, well, what do I use then? The thing that I recommend for my clients is magnesium citrate. Magnesium citrate is what you need to be adding into your day to get your bowels moving. Now, the great thing about magnesium is that most people are actually deficient in magnesium. That's one of the minerals that you may be deficient in that is keeping you uptight and stressed and constipated. So magnesium is a fantastic way to knock a couple, or what do you say? One bird, two stones, or two, what is it? Help me out here. Kill two birds with one stone? That's what it is. Kill two birds with one stone. What you're doing is you're not only addressing a potential deficiency of magnesium, you're helping to relax your stress, relax your physical body, calm yourself with this magnesium, but most importantly, magnesium helps to calm your dang muscles. And guess what? Your colon is a muscle. So we need to relax that so that it can start to have peristalsis because it's too uptight and tense right now. Y'all are a little uptight, right? Right? So we need to release and relax that. Now, here's the difference between a magnesium and like a senna or laxatives. Laxatives make you go lax. It's like limp, right? You go limp. And that's not good because then there's no toning of the colon. There's no peristalsis. There is no this movement, okay? Contraction, that's the word I'm looking for. You're not getting the contraction happening. Crystal, come here. Thank you. You're not getting the contraction and you need the contraction, okay? You don't want to go limp because then you have no control over your bowels. And that's not good. We don't want any accidents, right? We don't want to go the other direction. So, AKA diarrhea. We want to help tone your colon and keep that peristalsis moving, that contraction moving so that you can properly eliminate your stool. So again, you are addressing a potential deficiency. You are calming stress, calming your physical body, and then relaxing your muscles so that you can properly eliminate and empty the colon. That has to happen first because now your colon's not straight, but I'm going to use this as an example, right, Chrissy? I'm going to use this as an example for sake of, I don't know, simplicity, we'll say. So let's just say this was your colon, for example, even though this is far from it. If you think about it, if you're completely backlogged here and you send some fiber in down the top and you shake up the top of that colon with that fiber, but you are bunged up down here like rock hard, then you're just going to piss off your stomach because now things are shaking and moving up here and you're feeling bloated because it's not able to eliminate. Is that even helpful? I hope that's helpful. I hope that's giving you guys a visual. If you are just shaking up the top of your colon with fiber, but you are so backlogged and the bottom half of your colon that you're not eliminating it, you're going to pay hard by just adding in more fiber. So it's really important that we get things moving first, then we add in the fiber. So after you've got things moving, then you can add in something like ground flaxseed into your day so that now things can travel through. We don't just want to shoot them out through the colon. We got to make sure that you're cleaning the colon walls. Okay, this is why diarrhea is not good. I know you might feel like you're empty, those that are suffering with diarrhea. I know you guys are sitting at home thinking, there ain't a piece of poop left in me. I'm gonna tell you right now, there's lots of poop left in you. It's stuck to the colon walls. And for those that are constipated, you got tons of that shit going on too. So we need, after things are moving, to send in fiber. Things like ground flax are fantastic because they're a nice balance between soluble and insoluble fiber. Those are just fancy words for meaning it's good for both clearing out the colon and cleaning the colon walls and bulking the stool, bulking the poop. So that's what's going to give you that perfect poop is when you get a balance of both cleaning the colon walls and bulking the poop together. So if you can imagine a nice clean poop coming through the colon, cleaning out the colon walls, that's what we're talking about. That's what's going to get you relief. That's what's going to get rid of the bloating, because the bloating is in part due to the fact that your colon is full. Did you know that you can actually carry up to 20 pounds of poop in your colon? So for those of you that might be sitting at home weighing yourself religiously and feeling really worried when you wake up the next morning, you're like, oh, I'm 2 pounds heavier. My first question to my clients is, did you poop this morning? If you have not pooped yet, don't weigh yourself. You are going to be weighing that poop, all right? So it's really important that we get that colon eliminated. It's important that we eliminate what's in the colon, I should say. All right, so again, we got to clear it out, and then we add in the fiber to properly bulk and keep things moving. Now, here's something that is super important to note. The other thing that I find people are doing that's a bit of a mistake when it comes to constipation and adding fiber is we're not drinking enough water. You guys need to drink more water. And I know that when you're constipated especially, a lot of the times, and I hear this a lot with our clients in the Love and Trust Your Guts program, a lot of the times drinking water makes you feel bloated. And if that's you, let me know in the comments. What I'm going to suggest for you is that when you're drinking your water, that you add a pinch of pink Himalayan salt to your water, and that's what's going to help your body to absorb the water so that you're getting the hydration from it, right? If you are not absorbing the water, it's going to make you feel bloated. And it's really important that we make sure you're absorbing the water and that you are staying hydrated so that you get your bowels moving, because one of the #1 causes of constipation is dehydration, even if you're drinking your water. So when you are doing these steps that I walked you through tonight, guys, make sure that you are adding in lots and lots of water, especially once you get to the part where you're adding in the fiber. All right, and here's the most amazing thing. I'm going to share a little story with you. I had a client of mine, Carrie. When Carrie and I first started working together, Carrie was extremely constipated. She was going about once a week. She felt really bloated. She was struggling with her weight, and it was amazing. As soon as we got her on the Love and Trust Your Guts program, within just 2 weeks, we got her pooping twice a day. Twice a day, perfect poops. And she sent me a message. She was so excited because she felt extremely relieved. Finally, she felt so good getting all of the toxins and waste out of her body. And I want you guys to not just look for relief from constipation. I don't want you to just think, if I could just go, then my life would be perfect. Because there's so much more that you can do after you get things moving. Right? I want you to think about the possibilities of what happens after your poop actually gets out of you, right? Once you get that stuff out of you, here's what happens. That waste and those toxins are no longer being reabsorbed back into the system, back into your body. And your liver, yes, amen to that, right? Your liver, right? Yes. Your liver is fighting so hard to keep you top-notch and healthy. It has over 500 different functions in the body. One of the things that your liver works really hard to do is filter out toxins. And so when you're not eliminating those toxins out of your stool, they get reabsorbed and sent back to the liver, and then the liver filters through them again and sends them right back to the colon to be eliminated. But they ain't being eliminated, so the cycle keeps repeating, and eventually the toxins continue to backlog. Your liver gets bogged down. So you essentially have dirty blood floating through your blood system. No wonder you're tired. No wonder you have brain fog. So guys, it's not just about pooping 2 times a day. It's not just about becoming a pooper star. It's about regaining your energy. Taking back control of your life means being able to go out into the world and not have to worry about if you're going to be able to go to the bathroom and feel good in your clothes, but it's also about when you leave the house, feeling energized, being able to be fully present, and being nice, right? I'm going to say being nice because, listen, when you haven't pooped in a week or even a couple of days and you're feeling bloated and you're in pain, we get grumpy when that happens. It's uncomfortable. It's tough to put on a smile and be like, yeah, I feel fantastic. I just haven't like pooped in like 3 days and I kind of feel like I'm going to explode and I don't want to touch any food, but I'm starving at the same time. I feel great, right? That is something that can finally go away. You can finally show up your best self. It's not just about getting this constipation out of the way. And I know that feels like the immediate thing that you want to kick to the curb, but there's so much more that is possible for you when you fix your gut. So guys, I hope this was super helpful tonight. If it was helpful, give it a like, give it a share, or even if you know someone who's struggling with their poop, tag them below. And next week, we're going to talk all about diarrhea and getting things to slow down. All right, guys, I hope you have an amazing night. Have an awesome weekend, and we'll see you next week back at my house.